Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? The homeless mechanic here. I'm doing a short video real quick because I haven't seen anything out there on YouTube about showing everybody how to do the timing or set the timing on a generator in the crankcase. But you got these little dots right here. These are pips or dots that show you how to align the timing on each one of these cranks. Anyway, what you do is after you get done whatever you're doing to the crankcase, whether it be the piston or the oil slapper right here, which goes around is right here, mixes oil, so when it spins around until it hits the oil in here, it churns it. What it does, it cools it, actually cools the oil down, so it doesn't, heat up and burn up the oil fast. So I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. This right here is what they call, this is for y'all who don't know what it is, it's oil sending unit. So the thing pops up when the oil gets low, so when it shuts down and it sends a signal here. Basically it's a ground, and it's what it does, it shuts off the switch, or it turns off the engine when the oil gets low. That way you don't dry out the crankcase and dry out the bore inside where the piston goes. Okay, you want to run that drink dry, well, it'd be the worst thing you done. Be doing what I'm doing right now. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and set these up here. This is the one goes right up in here. So what you do is you look for where the line it up real quick. Let's see, bring this around so you can line up the pips just right. Right there's one there. So get it right there. Okay, you need to set it just right with this. Let's see here. You line it right. Well, it's actually the top one, but get it in there real good. Let's see, make sure. I hate when it doesn't line up right. Hold it right there for a second. Get it. Oh. Put it in just like that. That's one. And you got one more to do, which this right here is the same thing. So you want to set the line just right. It's got a pip right here and right there. See? Right there, and you gotta line that one up with the other dot. Pretty simple, actually. It's not hard. You want to spin this around. You got some room here. Give me a second. This thing lined up right here, just right. Everything's got to be in sync, man. So it looks like timing on a car or anything else. Everything's got to meet at a certain point, certain time. That way, it's all in sync. It's all in harmony. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Even the flywheel from the generator is actually got to be set right, where it's aligned with the timing with all this. So. Let me get this dot, the pip right here lined up. Take this right here. Give me a second. Take it back out of it. I was talking. Wasn't doing what I was supposed to do yet. Alright, get it ready. Okay. Give me just a second. Holding the phone at the same time trying to do this is not easy. Okay, almost there. Nope. See, it's off just a hair right there. It's just off a little bit, so it still needs to be come up to turn just a little bit more. No, that's right. One more over. We'll get it. And that's lined up. See, now you got so when it spins, piston comes up for the exhaust, then it comes back down to the intake and comes back up. So then all this meets up at a certain time. So you got one for the exhaust, you got one for the intake, for the spin around, for the throttle being sync. All right, guys. This is my first video. Hope you enjoy it. I'll do a lot more for you out there. After you get done doing all this, you got to get some of this, some of your assembly lube here, because I mean this stuff's really good. I mean it saves your butt. You don't want to put no regular oil in there until after you fill it up with oil. But when you put all the gears together, where all gears meet or bearings go, any type of metal on top of metal, you want to use assembly lube, so that way you get the job done right, and it's done the way it's supposed to be done. You put it around. Cap up here. Just want to squirt it right here. Just get it, real good in there. Break it, put it in here like that. Just rub around all these gears. That way you got it where it's supposed to be meeting up. Go ahead and put that much on there, man. It does just a little bit, man. It'll work its way well. Just put it right in there. That's really good. Yep. Take it. Some glove up here. You just want to smear it all around in there. Get it all nice and good. It's supposed to be. Alright, guys. I mean, it's pretty simple, actually. Just get this all in here real quick. Miss nothing there. Okay, that's good. So then, just let's set this up a little bit. Just put your feet up right here. Put it around. You just want to just turn it a few times. Just get it where you want it. That's good like that. And the timing set on this. And then when you get done, what I gotta do now is I gotta take, I'm gonna keep this gasket. It's not that bad. I mean, I got a new one over here that I gotta put on. This right here is what you call, this is the governor mixer. It's a mechanical governor. Basically what happens is, this thing right here works on centrifugal force. No motor for it, nothing like that. It just goes. So the governor arm, which is right here, which is set to go to the carburetor, the linkage arm. That way it's all connected to with a rod up in here from the carburetor, which when the motor over revs, what happens is the governor kicks in, which hits this right here, which acts like a brake. So, and then when you do it, see this is spinning inside like this, centrifugal force opens up the mud flaps, which spins and mixes the oil also. So when the engine starts over rev, which it will, because you're putting more electric on there, you're generating more volts, and then the generator's going to over rev, it's going to go higher, or sometimes it'll drive you nuts. Yeah. So you got to get everything just adjusted just right. Most of these generators come set with to run off 60 hertz. 60 hertz is the right level, the right speed. You want the generator to run, nothing lower. No. But anyway, when the generator goes higher than what it's supposed to be, the arm kicks in, which is right here, hits the brake right here, so it slows the engine down, which slows the gears down. So, which is pretty cool. I mean, you always got to adjust this. Every time you take the carburetor to clean it, or do anything with the carburetor and have to take the arms off, you have to always adjust this governor arm every time, because if you don't, it's going to overspeed every time. Promise. Guarantee it. Now, what you do with here, I'm just going to leave this gasket on. I got another one here. I'm just going to put right on top of it, just like this one. Don't mind the tape, man. I ripped it. It ain't going to hurt nothing. It's not, no harm, no foul. It's not going to leak no oil or nothing, so it's going to be just fine. You go ahead and put this bad boy on there, just like this. Set it on there. You're good. See? And then, when you do that, I got to put I'm just going to show you where I made a mistake. I want y'all to do the same thing I did. This got to come out real quick. You know why? Because I missed out. Forgot to put the valves in. So I got to put the valves in real quick. Which, I find out where I put them, but they're over here somewhere. Yeah, they are. Give me a second. I got everything set right here where I want it. I put it in my little box. Nice and neat, so I don't lose nothing. Get the valves right here. 2 valves right here, see? Alright. So I got my valves here. Alright, there's nothing wrong with them, they're good. Just make sure you stick them in here right. They go in there. Alright. Almost forgot them. I gotta remember. I've done it before. I got the generator all put together entirely. Get ready to go start. And I was thinking, look on the table. The valves. I had to retake it all back apart again. And that was a pain in the butt about doing it by yourself. And then put the valves back in and then put it back together. That was crazy. You know, thank God, you know, the good Lord was up there, man. He blessed me, helped me, got me through this without any errors, man. And I give it all praise, God, all praise to God, man, for everything I do. You can catch me also in my ministry. I have out there on Facebook. It's Pathways Church and Ministry, or it's under the new name, Michael L. Link Jr. Ministries. I'm on Facebook, guys. Look me up on Twitter. Y'all love it. I mean, it's not like a regular church. You gotta just come, do prayer requests, and just help teach people about the Word of God. But back to what I'm telling you. Man, the valves are in. So you definitely want to leave those out. Won't do no good. Then you go ahead and find the alignment again for this thing, the pip. Since I did this, there's that one right there. So I can back it up. Let's find this one right here. Where are you at, bud? Right there. I'm gonna bring this right back here. There you go. That's lined up right on the money, I think. Best you gonna know. You can go a little further. I think maybe one more. I think I can go one more. They ain't gonna hurt nothing. Yeah, that's good. That meets up right there. Point. Those teeth meet up perfect. So now I'll set this on here. It's not gonna hurt nothing. This goes on this gauge. This is the gauge right here. So this acts as a guide to guide you into the other side of the crank. So it's not a bad deal. Take everything out of here. It's fairly clean. It's good. And you want to sit there and, of course, lube up all the bearings. You won't have no problems with this. Leave this up to it. So you got everything you're good you need. And you do want to scrape this off a little bit here because it's going to cause an interference with the mating to the case. I'll tune in next time I do a video. I'll show you how to do all the gaskets, clean carburetors, anything else you need to learn how to do. Alright guys, once again, thanks for watching The Homeless Mechanic. And if you need any information on what I'm doing, there's a link below. Thanks guys. Have a good night and God bless.